Clever girl. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. So, this isn't a Grand Arena story actually, guys. We're going to talk about matchmaking. CG just announced that we're not going to have off-meta counters. Kind of screws my alt, but what I want to explain here as briefly as possible is how matchup GP, how matchmaking works, and how we can kind of game it a little bit, because frankly, right now, it's dangerous to try to play the game with a bunch of relic levels, because if you don't have your own galactic legend available, then you don't want to get paired up against one. And my alt is a great example of just never getting paired against one. Up until just recently, I started getting paired against them every once in a while, but my alt was going to be doing a thing called big game hunting, which means I was going to use my account. I was never going to get a galactic legend. I was just going to eventually get my matchup GP up a little bit and just go hunting for galactic legends without my own. That was what my alt was going to be, and we're going to have to change things. I'll talk about that at some point, probably not tonight, but the thing that's important to me right now is trying to explain just a little bit about matchmaking and how that impacts things. So, and we're not going to get into too much math here, guys. I know I'm pro math, but frankly, I did a couple other takes of this, and it just drones on. So you can see there's this little infographic saying it's based on the number of units a player is allowed to place, or is allowed to be deployed in this event. And so what that means here is, we're just going to move through it quickly, guys. So I have 45 total characters deployed here, plus 2 ships. We don't know exactly if ships are how they're used or not. It's probably part of the formula, but sometimes we're just not sure. But what it does, it adds your top 90 characters in my case, because that's where I'm at on my alt. If you're only deploying 30 characters, then it's going to take your 30 characters. You need then another 30 to attack. So that's where we get 45 here, so we need 90 in theory to attack with. Even though sometimes you can undersize or whatever, CG doesn't care. They just say, okay, you have 45 here, you need 45 to attack, and you go from there. So my matchup GP is that they take my top 90 characters. Like I said, if I'm only deploying 30 characters, then my matchup GP they take the top 60 characters and add them up. Ships also impact it, like I said, though we're not sure exactly how many fleets are taken into consideration, or if they've changed it. They haven't really said anything, and I wish that I had asked Crumb that when we interviewed him the other night, but we had too many other things to ask. So, you look at Sith Marauder, he's probably in my top 90. It's 17,000, whatever. So, the big thing here to realize, guys, is I don't get paired with Galactic Legends, not because I'm lucky, and not because there's a ton of people who face Galactic Legends who have them in my division. I'm in Division 4, I believe, on this account, and so, yeah, I'm number 3, look at that, I'm fancy. I have a better rank than my division, but it's no fluke, guys. And here, I'll show you a practical example, actually. So, let me just show you my matchups for the week, folks. So, you can see here the forest moon of Endor. I think I misquoted that, actually. You can see here the Death Star orbiting the forest moon of Endor. There we go. Had to correct that, folks. So, anyways, we've got a lot of green, which is great. I have the absolute mod advantage for the entire group, because the people I get paired with are usually non-engaged people who aren't into like roster optimization. So, what's going to happen is usually I have fewer relic levels than them. Now, I've been increasing my relic levels a little bit because I need to be able to help my guild with Kiadi Mundi, but the guys I'm getting paired with don't have great mods. Let me show you, though, the thing that's really important here, honestly. This is my weeks, so this is a hot bot thing. I don't think you can run it for free. This one you can do individual ones. Like here, I'll just pop that up real quick. See this bigger one here? You can do an individual one for free on my Discord server. Go in the video description. You can find a link there to my server, and it's a free thing, guys. It's pretty cool. You can find the bot room and everything. But here, okay. So done being derailed here. I apologize. Look at this. I get this little handy little infographic shows how many galactic legends I get to face, and they're all on the top. So I have none. No one else in my bracket has them either. Most people don't have General Skywalker, or no one has Jedi Luke. I do. General Skywalker. I have a relic General Skywalker. They don't. One of them did. The guy I just beat actually is the guy who had he had the best roster of them all. This guy doesn't have any of them, including Darth Revan or Watt. I have Gear 13 Watt. These guys, for the most part, I don't think any of them have a Relic Watt. You know, we can keep going down, but the key here, folks, is to limit your Relic level. And to do that, here, let me show you our matchup GP real quick, guys, just so you kind of have an idea of what it looks like. You know, let's use the other one here to show you that. So you can see we've got the top 80 and the top 65 here, pretty close to each other, etc. And really, like, so it's just I mean, this is out of date, right? For me, top 90 is relevant, not top 80, but it still shows kind of, we're pretty close here anyways, regardless of if they actually use top 80 or top 65 anymore. It's top 90 for me, plus ships should be factored in. But when they added all of the characters up, and in my grouping, they added all the characters up for each account, then we ended up getting paired with each other because we were the closest in GP, within 8 of each other, within 8 characters. So anyways, that's how it works. Like, you want to keep your matchup GP low, and to do that, you keep your top 90 or your top 60, whatever. You keep those characters with as low GP as you can while still remaining effective. And that's the key here, guys, is being effective while still not having as much GP. So like we have Old Ben here. I probably have the fastest Old Ben at Relic 0 in the game, like 286. It's a pretty dang quick Old Ben, actually, because I wanted to be able to run him against Supreme Leader Kylos that were super fast. And okay, so here's the thing, guys. As a practical example, let's just choose, I guess, Sith Marauder. I don't have any idea what his gear pieces do exactly. So a gear 12 piece gives you 230 GP. 230 is it, and or less if it's a lesser gear level. But at gear 12, it costs 200, or gives you 230 GP, and for that you get what, plus 8 speed, 682 physical damage, a bunch of armor penetration, physical critical chance, potency, tenacity, all of these stats. And those two stats aren't things you can get from a relic level. So for 230 points, you get that. Or this, you get to a plus 2,000 health, you get plus 6 speed. That's amazing. Plus agility, which impacts base stat. I mean, that is a base stat. Physical damage, like for 230 banner, or 230 matchup GP, whatever, character GP, you get all of these stats. Like, you gain 6,000 health, woo! As opposed to, so that's 230 GP, and then if you want to gain a relic level, so I mean, obviously we don't care about damage from him, but okay, so you gain some health. That's pretty neat. I think for him, he gains extra health because of the way that he is now, because he's a tank. I forget exactly what he is. I mean, he is a tank, but I forget what his mastery is. But anyways, you're gaining plus 177 damage, or 182 if you're special damage. You're gaining extra health, you're gaining protection, you're gaining a health steal, all this stuff. So these stats are fine, and I'm not saying that relic levels are bad. What I'm saying is that costs like 800 GP. So you're boosting your matchup GP by quite a bit every time you add one relic level, and this kind of just pales in comparison to what you get for Gear 12. And so I'm not saying that a Relic like 5 character is like worse or something somehow than a Relic 0. Like Relic 5 is going to be able to do more things, going to be able to hit harder, but what I'm saying is it doesn't make as big of an impact as you think to add a relic level. It just doesn't. Like, sometimes you want higher relic levels. You see I have General Skywalker here at 5, Jedi Knight Luke has 5, Fives is at 5 because, not because he's 5s, which would be kind of a fun reason, but because I want to start doing the cam mission for my alt guild. But what I am saying is my Darth Revan, as long as I have better mods than them, I don't need more than Gear 13. I have 357 or 51 speed on him. He outspeeds every Darth Revan that I ever face. And so I leave him at Relic 0 because I can win all those fights. Vader's at 3 because he can win all his fights. And I don't get paired with Galactic Legends because you need a ton of Relic 7s, a ton of Relic 5s, a ton of worthless characters alongside. So you're like, okay, great, I Relic 5 Rose Tico, I put Relic 5 on all these other characters, Relic 3 on others that I never use them, but I have them on my roster, and they're part of my top 90 for sure. At least, you know, if I got Jedi training, or if I got Rey, those characters would all be in my top 90 for sure, and they're not effective. They're weighing you down, though, in terms of roster efficiency, and so, you know, I have a bunch of Relic 3s now because I had to unlock Jedi Knight Luke, which, I mean, that's probably the single biggest cause of roster inflation on my account here. And I just don't get paired with Galactic Legends that much. Sometimes now it happens. It does happen, but rarely. And so all I'm saying, guys, I'm not saying that this is like the way you should play. You have to do it this way. I'm saying, like, think about it. If you're not ready to face a Galactic Legend, then you don't need Relic levels. Like, Relic 0 is perfect for most characters. There's a few of them that beg for more stats that you get from Relic levels. Like, General Grievous loves at least Relic 3, for instance. My Prevail Man account, the really low level one, that's in Division 9, he has Relic 3, and everyone else is Relic 0, including Vader. Relic 0, because up until you get to Relic 0, all those upgrades are very worthwhile and very efficient. Once you hit more Relic levels, though, once you go from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, you gain way fewer stats, they're way less impactful than you think, and you end up with a bloated account. And, I mean, this account is pretty lean and mean, honestly. Like, I've lost one match in the last, like, almost 200 on this account because of this methodology. Like, and I've recorded all of them, so I'm not saying you have to go watch all of those videos, but like, it's substantiated by the fact that I never get paired with Galactic Legends because accounts with Galactic Legends are so bloated just by definition. By all those crazy requirements, they're super bloated. So yeah, I get easy matchups because of that. I'm not saying you need to get easy matchups. I am saying if you don't want to face Galactic Legends, if you're not ready yet, then this is the way to go until you're ready. So eventually I'll come out with some kind of a guide, I think, to say, like, when are you ready for Galactic Legend? When should you do it? And I'll be sure to post that and everything. But anyways, folks, I think I'm going to let you go here. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Please, it's been helping so much to get me on the algorithm, or, you know, like, getting close to it, scraping the walls. And it's been really cool. You guys have been amazing. So, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, please, would really appreciate it. Leave a comment in the comments section. All free things you can do to support this channel. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. And you can too.